Hey guys, I'm back again. So far, let me open the DevTools. We have most of the styling done, but we still need to get everything fixed here because you can see the navigation is breaking there, and also the buttons are looking quite bad. So, and we will need to fix the navigation to hide this UL and use a hamburger icon in order to display when we click the correct navigation. So let's actually do that. We're going to start now with the last media query. So let's add it. Add media on the screen and maximum width. This one is going to be 550 pixels. So once again, this is not the mobile approach, the mobile first. We will see later because it's easier to develop using the mobile first approach. But right now we're just taking a look at what we need to do in order to set everything correctly using this approach, the desktop to mobile. So we're going to grab the container, say width 100%, and the margin is going to be 0. Just add a column there. The next one is going to be the menu. We already have this menu ID. We're going to say display block, position absolute, top 25 pixels for this one, and right 20 pixels. The navigation, we're going to take a look at how it looks in the browser in a second. Let's just finish this. Background, sorry, is going to be RGB to 105, and the padding is going to be 0 pixels and 10 pixels. So this one is for the top and bottom, and this one is for the left and right. So let's save this and let's take a look. So this one will kick around 550, and you can see that how it changes, and it's taking the 100%. But since we have the body overflow or the container overflow, I can remember, we will see that in a second, to be hidden is not adding the scroll bar, okay? So it's pushing everything to the right, but it's hiding all that. So let's continue. This one is quite big, this media query. So let's say nav ul last of type, okay, position absolute. So the last UL inside the navigation is going to be position absolute, top 60 pixels, background is going to be the same. So let me just copy this and paste it. Width 100%. We want to take all the width that we have. Left 0 pixels to move it to the left, and height is going to be 0 pixels. Again, overflow, in order to hide everything, is going to be hidden. Let's take a look at the next one. Let's add some space there. Nav ul last of type list, so all the lists inside this UL, padding 20 pixels, border bottom 1 pixel, solid, and this kind of whitish creamish color, text align, center, and margin is going to be 0 pixels. Let me just scroll down on my other code, so okay, I don't get confused. Nav UL class of type. No, I think this is not it, sorry. Okay, is nav UL class show class of type. We don't have that, but we will see how to add that in a second. We're going to add the height of 190 pixels. You could also say height auto, okay, but since we're going to add transitions, we need to set a specific pixel height in order to show the animation. navul class of type. Sorry about all the typos I'm having right now. So list display block. So this one, okay, it should be fine like that. Let me just check. So okay, this is not it. I will show you in a second what is all about that. Okay, but you can see it's hiding this and it's showing on the wider screen sizes. So okay, we're moving somewhere. Now the CTAs display block and margin 0 auto. CTAs, okay, let me just move this. CTAs anchor, the anchors inside those is going to be margin 30 pixels and auto. Okay, sorry about that. Okay, because I have my other browser open, that's why it showed. But doesn't matter. So that thing that is the background, okay, we're going to say width 200%, minimum width 200%, position absolute, C index less 1, top less 25 pixels, and left 0 pixels. Okay. Seems that menu needs to have something else here. Position. We already have position. Okay, cursor pointer. It seems I duplicated something there, so let's say width 20 pixels and height 20 pixels. I usually, without noticing, duplicate some of these selectors just because I'm trying something and not because I'm moving fast with my mouse. Sometimes I cannot see if I already have that, so that happens. That var, so let's see if that works. Display block width 100%, height 20%. So let me just check what is this bar. that we have. Okay, so it's this one. Okay, so I will show you in a second after we have this where I got all this. So you have a way of getting or following along. So margin top 25% background 0.25 second. No, sorry, background is not that. Background is, let's say, this whitish transition 0.25 seconds. User select. Let's add it just like this and see if that works. And I'm just going to copy these animations. Okay, I will show you in a second where I got those, because these aren't mine, of course. And when something is not mine, I always say that it's not mine. So this bar and animate, let's see what happens. Okay, you can see, okay, that is a little lower. You can see we have this. Okay, I will need to fix this. So, but where I got those, so let me first, of course, you can see the buttons here are now one below the other. So let's go to the other browser, and this is what I wanted to show you because I made my Font Awesome account here, and in case you're wondering how to get your Font Awesome account, because I forgot in last video and I didn't explain that. So you say start for free. Okay, you give your email and then you will have an account. So you can see I have my account, and if you go to Kits, and I think you can click here, yes, you have here your script that you can add inside your as they say, your template. That's all. Just don't, well, I think they are placing this inside the head because they want to show that as soon as possible. But usually with the scripts you will have, or you will want to add them. Okay, as you can see in the bottom, I did that without seeing how they added, because we want to display everything first and then load any script that we have in order for the user to at least see something in the browser. Okay, because this, in the case that this takes time to load, it's going to hog everything else. It's going to hold everything until this is finished. So the user for 1 or 2 seconds is not going to see anything. So yeah, that's usually the point of moving the scripts to the last part of the body, okay, to the bottom. So, and also let's close this. So inside this code pen, Chris Mabry pen PQYWYO. Okay, this is what I'm using. So you can see it has a cool animation, but of course he's using jQuery, and you can get all the code here. I will add then the code pen inside the description of this video. So you just copy this and paste it. I just made some changes in order to at least show it, because it's going to be a bigger. It's going to be the actual size we have here, and it's going to be here in the middle. So I just made some changes in order to add it here, but it's not working because we need the JavaScript. So let me I'm going to copy this and I'm going to add it. In case I forget, Okay, let's add it here. Let's say code pen for a menu animation. So in case I forget, I'm just going to add it here. Okay, and of course you will have these files. Again, sorry if I take time to create the repos. It's just that sometimes I'm busy or sometimes I just forget. So feel free to comment in the video and say, hey dude, where is the repo? And I will add it in case I haven't done that. Okay, so now we need to go and to add the, so let me just close this and to add the JavaScript. So just give me a second because I have this in a different way. Nope, I have it inside here. Okay, so let's just do it. So let's add a script tag here and we will add this. This is one of the only times where I'm going to add the scripts inside here because you don't want to do this. You want to create a separate file in order to add your JavaScript. But, well, this is more convenient in this kind of tutorials. But again, this is going to be one of the few times where I'm going to do this. So let's say document that add event listener. So we add a listener for the DOM content loaded. What is this event, you might ask, in case you don't know or in case you are a newbie. So this event is going to wait until all that we have here is loaded. Okay, and after that we will be able to grab any part of the HTML that we want. Okay, so that's the important thing, because if we try to grab something and sometimes due to slow connections that specific tag or ID is not actually rendered, so it's not actually in the DOM, and it's going to display an error because it's trying to access that. Okay, so this is what we're going to do. We're going to wait for everything to be loaded, everything inside the DOM to be loaded, and after that we can start getting our elements. So constant menu equals document that query selector. So we select the ID menu, constant toggle equals document that query selector ID toggle. Okay, so where is that? If I have that. Okay, just give me a second. Okay, I forgot one ID. Oh no, this is not a class. Sorry about that. This is an ID. So let's change that. So that's why I was like, what the hell? Now that we have our toggle that is the navigation, sorry, not the navigation, that is the last UL, and menu that is the hamburger, we're going to say menu that add event listener. So we want to listen for the click event inside this menu. We need to add a comma there so we can grab the event here, but we're not going to use it. We're going to say if toggle that class list that contains show. So we're going to check if this menu contains the class show menu that class list that remove animate. So all this is coming from the code pen Okay, so we're just changing all this into a plain JavaScript. So the class animate is already set in the CSS. Toggle that class list that remove show. So if we find the show inside the toggle, we're going to remove the class animate and the class show. Else menu that class list that add animate. If not, if we don't find this show class, we are going to add the animate class and the show to the toggle. And that should be it. So let me just remove all the spaces there so it looks cleaner. And save that, and let's take a look. And you can see how this is looking. So I have some error here that this is it's the ID toggle that has. So let me just check that, maybe I forgot. So let's take a look first at the bar. So is, let's say 20%. Of course, you will need to change. Okay, so this is not it. So sorry, it's not the bar, it's the menu. Where is that? Control F, menu. Okay, so we already have the other one. Top. No, I don't want to open that. Top 20. Let's say moves a little upwards. So let's say then, let's see how it looks with 0. Okay, it goes all the way, so let's say 14. Okay, it needs to go a little lower, 17. And there, it looks kind of good. Okay, but now what we have missing is this, so let's go to list. Okay, so is that one display block? Okay, so that is the last type. Seems display block. So let me just look for that in my by 20 margin. So let me just see. Okay, is this one top 60 I have? Let's say top 50. Okay, you can see that is actually what needs to be set. Let's say 45 to move those. Okay, and that's it. Okay, so as I said, when we started this, I needed to do some changes because it was, I didn't even add the 80 pixels, so that's why it was displaced, because the navigation should have 80 pixels, but this one is only 62. Okay, you can see the 577.8 by 62, so that is the size that it actually has, the height. So it should be 80. That's why, sorry, it was displaced by around 20-25 pixels. So we are done. Okay, and if I keep that closed, it's going to keep that closed. If I open this and move and go back, it's going to keep that one open, because this class is only going to work here and it's going to append that. Okay, so we have that, and with this we reach the end of this tutorial. It was 3 parts, but I think it was I tried to explain everything. in order to make this work as easy as I could. Okay, so we will have more of this, trying different templates, and also trying different building different landing pages, full landing pages, with services and all that. So yeah, this is it, and see you in the next one.